So today we're going to be addressing this fender damage, and I'm also going to show you guys the current condition of all the paint. As you can tell, the hood is in pretty bad shape. It's like 3 different colors. Clear coat is definitely sun damaged. These fenders are fading for lack of clear coat. It's just kind of like blending into the base coat. Same thing up here, just a lot of sun damage. Sadly, my sunroof is turning orange for some reason. A lot more sun damage back here, some sun damage on the doors, a little paint mark, some fading right here from something, I don't know what, and also the trunk lid. So this is all stuff I'm gonna repair. There's also a little dent right here that I'm gonna have to fill in and Bondo. I need someone to get this old tint off so I could get the whole car retinted. And then same thing on this side. I mean, luckily this door is pretty fine right here, so I'm probably not gonna repaint this side, probably just polish it out. I am gonna have to repaint this, and this fender is also peeling. So I already have the paint. I went to Harbor Freight, got this Bauer electric sander. Let me see if I can show you guys. If you guys want to buy it, honestly, these are really good. Can't tell you how reliable they are because, I mean, I've used them a lot at the place I used to work, and honestly, they're like bulletproof. Here's the base coat. So this is the top half of the blue, and then the lower half, I don't know if I'm gonna paint this chrome trim with it, but this bottom half I'm gonna do the same color as my truck. But I haven't got the paint for my truck because also I'm gonna repaint this section of the bed because it's starting to peel, also due to sun damage. But I'm gonna get like a half gallon of that right there is a half gallon. I know it is a full gallon of paint, but it's filled halfway for a half gallon. But yeah, once I get the half gallon for that truck, I'm gonna spray the bottom half so I could do like a 2-tone, and then I'm gonna paint the grill the same color as the bottom half. But first order of business, getting started on this. We did get rain last night, but this morning it's really sunny, so I thought I'd just come out here and just start getting everything ready for the car. I'm just gonna wipe off all the water right now. I'm gonna try pulling off the headlight, and then I'm gonna jack the car up so I could get this little plastic trim off. I don't know if I'm gonna reuse them, but it has them on all 4 sides, and once I get the wheel off, I'll show you guys what it looks like and clean up everything in there so I could have everything clean. I am gonna clean every wheel well when I get to it, but for right now I'm just gonna get started on this. It's gonna be pretty tough replicating this little bead style that it has, but you know, it's what I do for a living. So this light's all hunky, and then if you guys can tell how bad the damage is from this side to this side. So there's like a lip that comes off right here, and then this side just some bad news. All right, so I just pulled off the tire. And then I was taking a look under here. I'll show you guys real quick. So I already took off some screws. And those screws go to this bottom half right here. So it's 5 screws all the way down. And let me show you guys something. This is proof that Lexus at this time was very over-engineered, because I saw this little metal bracket, and as you can see, it's moving around, right? So this bracket, one of the boys on the R6, this bracket right here runs all the way along the bottom to like somewhere in there. Watch, I'll move it around right now. You see it? So I was pulling it out, and then I saw that it's like way in there. So what I'm gonna do is I thought I was gonna take this whole plastic piece off, but what I'm gonna do is cut it like right here so I could keep this bottom piece, and I'm probably gonna delete this whole piece right here. That's unless the harness is under there. If not, then I'll just cut it there so it could be like a 2-piece where I could bolt this back in and this separately instead of it being one whole piece. But this little plastic trim is just 4 screws, I believe, and then the rest of this is Phillips all the way through. There's another one here, 10 mil here, 10 mil there, 10 mil down here, 10 mil up here, and another 10 mil up here. So I'm gonna pull all this out real quick, and then we're gonna clean all this up right now, and then hopefully I'll probably prep it for undercoating, and we'll see once I get this off though. Okay, another thing proving Lexus is unique and over-engineered. I was gonna remove this right now, and their Phillips screw is painted orange, so you can't tell there's a screw there. Pretty neat, especially for Lexus. First car of the year, or debut car, whatever. So that's pretty cool. Orange Phillips screw. Okay, so this light is pretty odd, but at the same time it's pretty genius to where you could take off a couple screws and make it pop out easier. So this has a little lip, you know, pops into that, and then this is a Phillips screw that I guess this previously broke off on the older one, so this was probably replaced, but they never screwed it in, and that's actually pretty convenient because in order to have it sit back in, it's gonna clip in up here, and then this just sits in like that. So that orange Phillips screw goes through there, pops out through there. There's supposed to be a bracket here, but who knows what happened there. Probably damage from that. But my theory is have this pop into that, and then probably just have this whole thing floating. So I'm gonna take that screw out and like have it seated, or I'll probably put the screw back in, but I almost broke this. I'm gonna get the clear ones for this, but I'm gonna clean up all in there, pop that off, that screw off, and see how everything fits. But for now I'm gonna have it all off so I could focus on the dent over here. Probably next is pulling off this light, and I don't want to pull off this whole light assembly, but if I do, I will show you guys. So we'll figure it out together. Okay, so I got this piece removed, and I will not be putting it back on. It's like, it's kind of weird because if you look here, all it's doing is just collecting a bunch of dirt and crap under there. And the fender did get pinched here, so this is off. And then to get this last piece off, there's a Phillips screw in here that this little hole bung, it goes right in there. But where'd the tool go? Ah, right here. So you get a straight pick and then go along the edge and then just pry it out. Man, this focus sucks. But yeah, just go in through the corner carefully. But if your car doesn't have it, just take it off. But I'm gonna take this off real quick, and then I'm gonna show you guys the little clip that's right here. Okay, so once you get that little Phillips screw removed, you just give it a little pull, and there's like a clip on this side. Pull it, and then you get access to this. Now, from the look of it, I think I'm gonna end up doing the reroute for the wire harness. Just pull it out and then tuck it up under here. And I'm just gonna end up undercoating all this. I'm probably just gonna use sections of this to like cover certain areas, just so I don't get damage on the wire harness. So like, I'll probably cut it here or something to modify it, and then I'll use the same 10mm screws and some of the stuff that goes back here. But I'm gonna get this removed, and then we can start cleaning up the whole suspension assembly. Now, if you're wondering what the wheel well looks like for the driver's side, here it is. So this is gonna be the front underside, and then as you can see, it's the left hand side. I think that's the part number. And then this is the part that goes towards the firewall, and I'll show you guys under here. So getting under here, we have under the fender, I'm gonna clean all of this out. Wire harness. Let me get in a better position real quick. So we have the backside towards the firewall. Wire harness coming out through here. I think this might be the brake, handbrake. Oh no, this is the hood latch release. Wire harness. So basically, I'll be pulling this off from all these little holders, and then there's enough lip up here. I saw some guy on YouTube do it where they just cut into this somewhere around this area. They cut a little section like about 2 inches wide, and they tap it up. They tuck the wire harness over, and then where it sits, I think somewhere about right here, they cut another little opening so they could tuck it behind, and then they zip tie it. So it's not too hard, but it is kind of tedious. I'm gonna get a little detail brush, some soapy water, and start getting after all this. Hopefully it could look a little more decent. And then I'm gonna buy some undercoat. And then for all the spider webs and stuff, easiest way to get rid of that is one of these. So obviously you don't want to be in one spot for too long, and the propane's already running out of this, so it's not as strong. But what you want to do is just fan it around burn all the spider webs off, all the unnecessary stuff. That way you don't have to get webs on your hands and stuff. But that's pretty much it. Probably upside down. Oop. God dang it. Okay. So here I got whatever's left in the soap cannon I use to wash my cars. Just leftover soap, and then a little horsehair brush, and I just have a rag here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna start scrubbing everything, and then once it's all soaked up, just grab the rag and, you know, wipe it down. We'll see how that goes. So I'll be right back.
20 minutes later.
All right, here's how everything's looking. Obviously it looks like it's still dirty, but I think that's just regular wear and tear. There was spider stuff there, here and there. Funny enough, all those little balls you just saw were a big old spider sack that hasn't hatched yet, and I burned it with the torch. So I got everything wiped down, and then pretty much I'm gonna do this to all four sides. There's some sections in the back there that I can't really get to, so probably when I replace the suspension, I'll clean that up before I install everything. I am planning on getting coilovers. I'm not gonna go crazy slammed like most people that get these cars do, but I plan. Ow! I just destroyed my knee on that. But I do plan to have like a stance build, and it's gonna be a square setup. And I'm trying to find some like fixed spoke AMG style, you know, VIP build wheels, and I'm gonna try running no camber. So I want it to be like up against right here and just look super aggressive, but also like still try to maintain stock height or stock comfortability of the suspension. So I removed this light too, and this bracket is bent, but easy fix. It was just this Phillips screw, and then it just slides right out. There's nothing special about it. I did realize I'm missing a nut here, but all it is it clips up there, and then you just screw it in with that, and you should be cool. Oh, and the placement screw. It's not a screw, but it's just a little nub. Same thing as this right here, but it's on this light. It just pokes in right there and should hold it in place. So I'm probably gonna do this body work another day, probably tomorrow, because I'm gonna run out of daylight pretty soon, and I don't want to be out here making a bunch of noise. So that's gonna be it for today. We're gonna throw the wheel back on, and then probably begin on the bodywork tomorrow, and then every other day I'm gonna clean the other side, probably tomorrow also, and do the back side some other time. But for now, that's the update on the Lexus LS400. Man, I really screwed up that ending, but hey, we're all here for it. So I'm just gonna throw this wheel back on. I'm gonna leave this taken apart like that. I'm just gonna park it back over there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh yeah, and let me know in the comments what you guys want to see in terms of body work. You know, I bought a bunch of sandpaper to repair the whole car, I went to my paint store, which is Napa Genuine Paints. And every car is different, but if you want to know where to find your paint code, you just go into your car, always find this sticker, and it's going to be pretty different. So if you really want to find for your specific vehicle, just go online and type in the info of your car and just put like paint code location. For this one, you're going to see C/TR 172. So that's the exterior paint, and then LA 85 is the interior. And as you can see, I have the blue interior, which is extremely hard to come by because I've been trying to look for seats, but I can't. I found a passenger seat that's like $500 on eBay. So I'm probably just gonna find someone that does upholstery and get these done. But the time will come. And then also stuff like this is really hard to come by. I already found one on eBay. It's like 150 bucks. So I ordered that. And yeah, hopefully this thing comes along slowly and get it back on the road.